Hi. So in our class, we had learned a problem regarding valuation of goodwill. So here we will learn about the next problem. We will learn systematically, that is to say, in our last class, we had a very basic problem as to how to get the value of goodwill under super profit method. Here we will take a similar problem with one extra adjustment. I hope you were keenly listening when I told you that investment is generally an important item that would be given in the problem. In our previous problem, we were saved from a lot of work because we never had to deal with investment. There was no investment in the balance sheet. But in the problem that we are discussing today, something that I have already sent you, investment is there in the balance sheet. So whenever investment is in the balance sheet, as we have already discussed it, we should not consider that investment while getting the value of closing capital employed. So we should exclude that investment because investment is generally considered as a non-trading investment. So it is not an investment made in this particular business. It is made somewhere outside. In this problem, if you look at the investment is made in some government tax-free security which is not related to this particular business. Since it is not related to this particular business, we should not take that into consideration. So that is one thing. When we are calculating closing capital employed, we will take the value of all the assets, right? While taking the value of the assets, we should not consider investment. This is one thing. Secondly, since investment is something that we do not consider, we should not also consider income from those investment. For example, in this problem, there is a 10,000 rupees, which is the investment, and 5% is the return on the investment. If you look at the balance sheet, you can find that 5% tax-free government securities. See that? 5% tax-free government bonds, rupees 10,000. I hope you can say that. So this 5% tax-free government bonds, rupees 10,000. So 5% of 10,000 is rupees 500. So this 500 rupees is the return on the investment. So this return is a profit which doesn't really belong to this business. As such, from our profits, we must reduce these 500 rupees also. So, while we calculate average capital employed also, we need current year profit. We need to reduce current year profit, correct? So, since we need to reduce current year profits, so there also we have to reduce this 500. 5% on rupees 10,000. 500 rupees have to be reduced from the current year profit. There are a number of years, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15. The recent most year is 2015. That is the current year. So current year is profit is rupees 19,000 as given, right? From this 19,000 also we have to reduce this 5% on 10,000. That is to say 500 rupees must be deducted. So similarly, we have calculating average profit also. Generally speaking, average profit is all the 5 years total divided by 5. But when we do that also, since income from investment is not something that we are going to consider as our profit from the business, we have to reduce that 500 rupees, that is to say 10,000 into 5% on tax-free government bonds. That 500 rupees has to be reduced from each of the individual years' profit. That is to say 17,000 minus 500, We have to reduce 19,000 minus 500. We have to reduce 18,000 minus 500. We have to reduce 20,000 minus 500. We have to reduce 19,000 minus 500 is also something that we have to reduce. So these are the implications of investment. I repeat the implications once for your convenience. Firstly, while taking assets, we will not consider investment. In this case, 5% tax-free government bonds rupees 10,000 is our investment. So that investment is not considered while taking assets for the calculation of closing capital employed. We take other assets, but we will not take these government bonds because this is a non-trading investment. So that's one point. Secondly, in the second step, when we calculate average capital employed is closing capital employed less half of the current year profit. Current year profit as given is 19,000 in this problem. There also we have to reduce this 10,000 into 5%, 500, because this 500 is income from investment. So this income is not the business income. This is outside income, right? So for that purpose also, when we reduce current year income, our current year income, please remember, is not 19,000. Our current year income is 19,000 minus this 500. So for that purpose also, we have to reduce it. And again, for the purpose of calculation of average capital profit, from each year's profit given in the problem, we have to reduce 500 because that 500 rupees is income from investment, which is a non-trading income. So those 500 would have to be reduced from all the 5 years, starting from 2011 until 2015. I hope you have understood this. So with this, we will go and start solving the problem. First step in the solution is, as usual, calculation of closing capital employed. Okay. So please remember, while writing the solution, write at the top of your page, statement showing calculation of goodwill. Okay. Statement showing calculation of goodwill. And then write the name of the firm. What is the name of the firm here? Silver Sands Limited. So that is how you have to start all the problems. Start initially statement showing calculation of goodwill. Second, write in the books of Silver Sands Limited. Statement showing calculation of goodwill. Next line, in the books of Silver Sands Limited. Once you have written that, then follow me. We will write the first step. First step in the solution is calculation of closing capital employed. What is closing capital employed? Closing capital employed is nothing but assets minus liabilities. What are our assets? Please remember, when you consider assets, you have to take the whenever you consider assets, you would have to take the revalued value of the asset. You should not take the balance sheet value if the revalued value of the asset is available. If the revalued value of the asset is not available, then you can take the balance sheet value. Land and building, if you see, the balance sheet value of land and building is 84,000. But they have given a revalued value. The revalued value of the land and building is rupees 95,000. So since the revalued value, you can see it in the adjustment on 31st March 2015, land and buildings were revalued at rupees 95,000. So you take the revalued value. So revalued value of land and building is 95,000. Plant and machinery balance sheet value is 60,000, but we need the revalued value. The revalued value is 71,000. So take 71,000. Similarly, furniture and fittings balance sheet value is 5,000, but there is a revalued value, and the revalued value is 4,000, so consider 4,000. Then stock, there is no revalued value, so we have to take the value of the balance sheet. The value given in the balance sheet is 12,000. Book debts, value given in the balance sheet is 6,000. So we will take 6,000 because we do not have any revalued value. Cash value is given in the balance sheet, which is 2,000. When we total all of this, we will get a total of rupees 1,90,000. This is total assets. Total liabilities, trade creditors is given in the balance sheet, value is 20,000. Debentures given in the balance sheet, value 15,000. Then provision for taxation, which was not there in the last problem, but it is in this problem. So provision for taxation 9,000, we will consider it is outside liability. We have to pay that money. Proposed dividend 15,000. Once dividend is proposed, then that has to be paid. So we will consider that also. So except equity shares and profit and loss account, we are considering everything else. Because equity shares and profit and loss account are both shareholders fund, right? Equity share capital is their capital. Profit and loss is nothing but a divisible profit. So except that, we consider everything else. We have discussed it in our previous classes also. So debentures, trade creditors, provision for taxation and proposed dividend. These four things, trade creditors, debentures, provision for taxation and proposed dividend, they together become our total liabilities. Total liabilities is 59,000. Now calculation of closing capital employed, which is nothing but total assets minus total liabilities. 1,90,000 minus 59,000, and the answer is rupees 1,31,000. So closing capital employed, we have got the closing capital employed is rupees 1,31,000. 1,90,000 minus 59,000, rupees 1,31,000. I want to repeat the steps once. We have taken all the assets except investment. Please remember here that non-trading, that thing given there in the problem, 5% tax-free government bonds, that is the investment. That 10,000, 5% tax-free government bonds 10,000, we did not consider here. Do you see it here in total assets? No, because it is non-trading investment. That investment does not belong to this business, right? So while considering total assets, we did not take investment. Except investments, all other assets are taken. Liabilities are straightforward, so we consider all the liabilities. Now closing capital employed is assets minus liabilities, 1,90,000 minus 59,000, and the answer is rupees 1,31,000. Next, the second step is calculation of average capital employed, correct? So we know average capital employed is nothing but closing capital employed less half of current year profit. Average capital employed is nothing but closing capital employed less half of current year profit. Now current year profit given in the problem, if you look into the problem here, current year profit given in the problem is the latest profit. Profit is given from 2011 to 2015. Recent year profit, the most recent year profit is the profit for the year 2015. 2015 is the latest year, right? So for 2015, the profit is 19,000. So that is the current year profit. Profit for the year 2015 would be the current year profit for this problem. Since this is the current year profit, we will have to take this. However, in this problem, 19,000 is not actually the profit because this 19,000 also involves income from investment. Income from investment is not really a trading income. It is not a business income. So we have to reduce that. So our income for the year 2015 is not really 19,000. It would actually be 19,000 minus 5% of 10,000. That is the business income. That is the income which is not from this business. We have to reduce that. So that 5% into rupees 10,500 rupees is a non-business income. If I reduce it, I will get the actual profit for the year 2015. Actual profit for the year 2015 is then 19,000 minus 500. How did I get that 500? 10,000 into 5% of government bonds. 10,000 government bonds is given in the column. 5% they have mentioned it there in the asset side, right? 5% tax-free government bonds. So that 5% into the total value of the investment is 10,000. So return on investment is 5% into 10,000. 500 rupees is the return on investments. I have to reduce this rupees 500 from the recent most income, that is 19,000. Then I will get 18,500. Therefore, my recent year's income, that is to say profit, the recent year profit is not really 19,000. Recent year profit is actually 19,000 minus 500. So 18,500. So therefore, in my next step, I would have to make sure that the profit I would take is 18,500 and not 19,000. So that calculation has been shown just before that. After we get closing capital employed, we will get current year profit, so that we will get the correct current year profit. How do we get the correct current year profit? Current year profit as given is 19,000. They have given current year profit, that is to say profit for the year 2015, the recent most year. They have given the profit as 19,000, but we have to reduce income from investment, that is to say tax-free government bonds. 5% government bonds, right? 10,000. 10,000 into 5% is rupees 500. Let us reduce that. Then we will get the correct current year profit. What is the correct current year profit? Correct current year profit is 19,000 minus 500, which is 18,500. So current year profit in reality is rupees 18,500. Okay. Now we'll go for the second step. Second step is calculation of average capital employed. Closing capital employed as given in the problem, as we have just calculated now. Closing capital employed, we have calculated. What is the answer? Answer for closing capital employed is 1,31,000 rupees. So 1,31,000 is the closing capital. If we want the average capital, less half of current year profit. This is the formula for that, right? Average capital employed is equal to closing capital employed less half of the current year profit. We know this. We have solved the previous problem also in the same way. Now, current year profit we have just calculated. Current year profit, they have given current year profit as 19,000, but in reality, current year profit is 19,000, less income from investment 500. So, real current year profit is 18,500. I should take into consideration that 18,500 here. Rupees 18,500's half. What is the half of 18,500? Rupees 9,250. Now, this is what I have to reduce. 1,31,000 less 9,250. So average capital employed is 1,21,750. So average capital employed is rupees 1,21,750. So now we will go for the third step. Third step is calculation of normal profit. Normal profit is nothing but average capital employed into normal rate of return. So average capital employed into normal rate of return. ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ರೀತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯು ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟು ನೋ. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೆಡ್ 10% represents a fair commercial rate of return on investment in the company. So 10% is the fair commercial rate of return. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ what is the reason that they are going to get 10%. Now this is the return anybody would get. So this is the normal return. ಆ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. 10% ಅನ್ನು ಫೇರ್ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್, ಫೇರ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್. ಸೊ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಆರ್ ಫೇರ್ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಈಸ್ 10%. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನವ್, ರೈಟ್? ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ 10%. ನೋಡುವ 10% ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ 1,21,750 average capital employed ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು. average capital employed is 1,21,750. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫೇರ್ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆಷ್ಟು 10%. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್. ಸೊ 1,21,750 into 10% is equal to rupees 12,175. ಸೊ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು. Now we will go for calculation of average profit. Average profit is something that we know. Average profit is nothing but, what is average profit, Harry? Average profit is nothing but, average profit is equal to total profit divided by, okay, just give me a second. Okay, so we were calculating average profit. Average profit is nothing but, total profit divided by number of years ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸರಿ, ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿ. ನಮಗೆ 5 ವರ್ಷದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 5 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿಷಯ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 5 ವರ್ಷದ್ದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? 2011ಗೆ 17,000, 2012ಗೆ 19,000, 2013 18,000, 2014 20,000, 2015 19,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೌದು. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಆ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ ವರ್ಷಗಳದ್ದು ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್? ವೆಲ್, ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಿಂದ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ 5 ವರ್ಷದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಅದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್? ವಿ ಆಲ್ ನೋ 10,000 into 5%, 500 rupees ಈಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷದ ಇನ್ಕಮಿಂದ 500 ರೂಪೀಸನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷದ್ದು. ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷದ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ಹೇಗೆ? 17,000 minus 500, ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ 2011 ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 2011 17,000 minus 500 ಮಾಡಿ 16,500, 19,500 ಮಾಡಿ 18,500, 2012 ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. 18,000 minus 500, 17,500 is the profit for the year 2013. 20,000 minus 500, that is to say 19,500 is the profit for the year 2014. Similarly, 19,000 minus 500 equal to 18,500 is the real profit for the year 2015. So ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇಂದ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ 16,500, 18,500, 17,500, 19,500 and 18,500. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ 90,500. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯುಲಾ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 90,500. ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ? 5 years ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ 90,500 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 5. ಸೊ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೂಪೀಸ್ 18,100. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತು. ಕಂಪನಿ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತು. ಕಂಪನಿ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೂಪೀಸ್ 18,100 rupees. ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಗೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 12,175, ಬಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ 18,100. ಸೊ ಕಂಪನಿ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ಡೌಟೆಡ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ 1,800, ಉಳಿದವರಿಗಾದರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ 12,175. ಸೊ ಕಂಪನಿ ಈಸ್ ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಿಗಿಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪನಿ, ನಾವೀಗ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋ ಕಂಪನಿ, ಈಗ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋ ಕಂಪನಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟನ್ನು ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ there is a super profit involved. What is super profit? We all know super profit is nothing but average profit minus ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪನಿ ಬೇರೆ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾದ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳಿಗಿಂತ? ಅದೇ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ? 1,800. ನಾವು ಬೇರೆಯವರು 12,175. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? 1800 ನಾವು 12,175 ಬೇರೆಯವರಾದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಿಷ್ಟು. ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅದೇ. Super profit is equal to average profit minus normal profit. ನಾವು ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು rupees 1800, ಬೇರೆಯವರಾದರೆ 12,175. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ rupees 5,925. ಈಗ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು 1800 ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೇರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಹೊಸತಾಗಿ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ, ರೆಪ್ಯುಟೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇರೋ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ, ಗುಡ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇರೋ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅರ್ನ್ಡ್ rupees 12,175. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 18,100 minus rupees 12,175. So super profit is rupees 5,925. So this is super profit. So we got the super profit. Super profit is rupees 5,925. Now we need goodwill. Goodwill is nothing but super profit into number of years of purchase. Alva? Goodwill is equal to super profit into number of years of purchase. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ 1 year ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಓದಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಏನಂತ? ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಗುಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ 5 years ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 5 years. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಅಂತೆ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್? ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ 5 years ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಸೊ 5 years ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇಂಟು 5 years ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇಂಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಇಂಟು 5 years ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್. Goodwill is equal to super profit into number of years of purchase is the formula. In this case, goodwill is equal to super profit into 5 years of purchase. So, super profit ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತು? ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು rupees 5,925. We got a super profit of rupees 5,925 ನಮಗೆ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಏನು? ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸೂಪರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇಂಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 5. So 5,925 into 5. So goodwill value is rupees 29,625. So value of goodwill is rupees 29,625. So that is the end of the problem. I hope you have understood it. May God bless you. Take care. Bye.